Yo, what's going on? This your boy Easy, most known unknown Easy. So coming back to you again, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. Boss is still under the weather a little bit. Eyes maybe a little bit hazy. It's killing me, like for real, bro. Like pain in the head, headaches, all that stuff. But I know we still got to get to it, bro. I know we still got to get to it. So, I wanted to come drop some. I've been dropping the shorts and stuff like that, man. Appreciate y'all for checking those out, bro. I'm tired. I promise you, I be trying to do what I can. You know what I'm saying, just to make sure everything is good. But yeah, it gets hard after a while. Ooh, 365 drop, joke, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. Then I just want to come at y'all real quick. I wanted to talk about. I apologize, y'all. Like, the light it ain't helping, but I still gotta do this stuff, bro. The light is not helping me, bro. I hate that I gotta do it like this, man. You know what I'm saying? But 365 days, you go get a day where you might be actually messed up and stuff like that. So you just gotta deal. So for me, I wanted to come to y'all and talk about unity, like the brotherhood, like with the African man. What did he African American, come from Africa, one of the countries in Africa, not Africa, one of the countries in Africa, where you from America. Whether you was born here, you wasn't born here, or you was found here, you wasn't found here, or you was freed here, or you weren't free here. I believe we are the same. But I also believe that, and I might expound on this again. I might do a live on it, go a little deeper. I always want to remember that I could explain this a little longer form and really bring people in, really create a discussion. So I tend to see that we as brothers, we can get along, but only for a short amount of time. Now, the way I don't really have that problem with my brothers, you know what I'm saying? But I seen it happen for so long. You know, like I got a lot of homies. I consider brothers. I got a lot of them, and I actually got a picture posted on one of my social medias of like literally the brotherhood. Like a lot of us is still good to this day. A lot of us still kick it. A lot of us still hang out when we get a chance, because once you get older, you get busy and it's very hard to get together. But when we get together, it's like high school all over again, man. It's like it's no trouble. It's no trouble. We rarely get into it when we together, if ever. And if we do have some beef, brewing, or anything that's going on in our lives that we really want to speak on, we speak on it. You know what I'm saying? And it's never no disrespect stuff. It's never no disrespect. It's always grown man stuff. Man. Everybody always say, chop it up like a man or box. Most of the majority of the time, it's never come to boxing. I don't think that I can recall it's ever come to boxing. Most of the time, we just talk it out like real man shit. You know what I'm saying? Like we got to be on our grown man stuff. But the thing I'm looking for is, I wish we had a little more unity for our people. This trap out here is set for us to not be together, not be unified, not be understanding of each other, not want to recognize each other, or talk to each other in a manner of respect. And I do understand respect must be earned. That's for everybody. That go for everybody. You know what I'm saying? But we also got to understand that we got to come at each other with a different type of frequency. Like, we got to see everybody's going to have a different point of view. Now, whether you believe it's right or wrong, that remains to be seen. But we got to understand that everybody's different. Everybody thinks differently. Everybody functions on a different level. And I'm saying all this to say, I believe we as black people can be together, can be solid, can create a community where we have full control over what we do, what we are, who we are, how we represent ourselves, the good, the good in us, because there is a majority good in us. There is a majority of us out here doing good. There is a majority of us out here supporting each other. There is a majority of us out here protecting and keeping our family strong. Now, I don't look like it because, what you see on social media. Like I said, you can't always believe everything you see on social media because it will lie to you. Social media will have you thinking one isolated incident is what happens everywhere, especially with us. One isolated shooting, now granted, I'm not a fan of them, but one isolated shooting on somebody being, stupid and doing something reckless, oh, it's automatically all black people. That's who we is. That's for the most part how it operates. But I know that's not true. I know that's not the case. Because if you go outside of where you are and you take a look around, you'll see that's not the case. Most people, especially online, a lot of people are clowns. I ain't gonna hold you online because they believe one thing. Like I said, they believe what they see on the internet so much that they get caught up in it. So a lot of people do a lot of racist stuff online because they believe that's who we are, right? Like you'll have people calling us monkeys, calling us jigaboos, coon, well, not coons, but jungle bunnies, all this racist stuff, and we act irrational. We monsters. All this bull crap. And I already know those people don't know us. I already know that's what they see online. So automatically, most of them is incels anyway. So what they see online is what they believe in real life, right? Even with Myron, I'm a fan of Myron Gaines from Fresh and Fit, but even sometimes he sounds stupid. You know what I'm saying? And it's mainly because he talks about us having low IQs and stuff like that, where naturally he surrounds himself with the same type of people that he talk about. You know what I'm saying? Majority of the people that I see him around is black people. You know what I'm saying? So we obviously intelligent enough, but he makes it seem like we all stupid. You have a co-host, you yourself is black, you have a co-host that's black, you have your entire majority of your production staff is black. So that don't even make sense in most cases. Yeah, you talk to stupid women sometimes, and sometimes you talk to intelligent women. Majority of the time, you're talking to slow minds, just trying to get some clout off of you. So you deal with stupid people. So therefore, you start to think that everybody that you interact with, almost especially us, is stupid because you're dealing with slow minds. You know what I'm saying? Or you're dealing with minds that they just trying to get some views. They trying to get some clout. They want to go viral and stuff like that. You know that. You know full and dang well. You know that. That's what you say most of the time when women start tripping on you and stuff like that. But you get that sense of, oh, yeah, they're all like this. No, we're not all like that. We're not a majority of us not like that. I say a very, very, very minuscule percentage of us is like that. And I stand by that. You know how I know? Because if we was like you say, none of y'all would last much long. Y'all wouldn't last long. Why? Because we'd be out here creating havoc. If you really say we like that and stuff like that, you'll wake up to one of us being in your crib, running through your stuff. Now you might say you're gonna protect yourself, but if we as savage as you believe, you ain't gonna never catch up to us. You ain't gonna be as savage as we gonna be, right? So logically, you're not gonna ever be able to actually stop us from doing what we want to do with you. And majority of you are scared. So it's like when you hear it, it don't sound logical. So I know the majority of us are actually very good people, humble people, caring people, loving people and stuff like that. You know why? Because if we were what you say, the world wouldn't really exist. We burn it down. We'll burn it down. Africa will be burned to the ground. But it's still moving around this big circle. Still, part of the global nations and still doing what they do. You know why? Because it's not the truth. It's not the truth that we're savage, unkindly, unhuman people. That sounds goofy. I don't hurt people on a regular basis, and I don't plan on hurting people on a regular basis, and I don't want nobody getting hurt on a regular basis. And so the rhetoric got to stop, bro. That's my whole take on this. The rhetoric got to stop, and we got to understand that we got to stand together as black men, as black people, and love each other, man. That's what I want. You know what I'm saying? That's what I want for the world, because that's what we can do. That's what we're capable of. We are capable of getting love, providing for our families, being the strength, and getting to where we know we can get. And like I said, I'm gonna talk about this more, but I just want to touch on it real quick. It's your boy Easy, most known and known Easy. So appreciate y'all checking me out. Salute.